fast-track prosperity.
We are not getting there because we are an impatient country. What you find is that any policy needs time to not only germinate but also to bloom.
Mindful of the role the private sector can play in his SMART agenda, which is premised on prosperity for all Deltans, Governor Arthur Ifeanyi of Delta State, on assumption of office, transmitted to the State House of Assembly an executive bill for the establishment of the Delta State Investment Development Agency and charged it with the responsibility of setting out institutional framework for private-public partnership (PPP), establish guidelines to facilitate easy access to land for private investors, and create working committees that will proactively engage with the private sector to actualize their investment and business plans.
Rather than begin to think of engaging more and more people into the government job, and then you begin to grow the recurrent revenue, that it is best to provide the enabling atmosphere for investment to come in and for the private sector to come in, and a collaboration in various models between the government and the private sector in various PPP arrangements that can help grow the industrial sector of our economy.
There is a lot of potential in land administration. It's also a very good avenue for government to generate revenue.
How has your office been able to contribute each quarter to the desire of the Goa-led administration in attracting private sector participation in the state economy, bearing in mind that yours is to ensure that there's ease of doing business and winning investors' confidence?
Okay, so for us, I'm sure we'll contribute a lot, to the development of this administration, and also to encourage Deltans to key into this program, because it's always good to sweat your asset and place good value on your asset, in terms of land administration.
One of the important things we must do is to document our natural resource endowments, identify our cooperative and competitive advantages, and leverage on this, harness them to be able to attract investments.
The Economic and Investment Summit of August 2016 was another firm commitment by the Okowa-led administration to do things differently in a state that has over the years depended on proceeds from oil as its main source of income to drive development. The event dwelt copiously on the investment opportunities in Delta State, the peace and tranquility that exist in the state, and the ease of doing business which the Okowa-led administration has cultivated.
The allocation is an advantage to move forward. You are within minutes to the markets of Onitsha, Nnewi, and even Awka, Aba, and so on. You are a coastal state with access to the rest of the world. You have boundary with very rich states, co-oil states of Rivers, Bayelsa. This locational advantage is something that must be harnessed for something.
Let's forget about the fact that Delta State used to be one of the richest states in the country. We should think outside the box. We should start thinking about alternatives to oil. Let's start to think that Delta State is a land of tremendous opportunities and I would say infinite possibilities.
3 years after the summit, Deltans are beginning to reap its benefits. Through the public-private partnership, the Okowa-led administration has attracted high-impact private sector investment along the agricultural value chain. Today, the state's agro-industrial plans are beginning to yield fruits. The Kwale Industrial Park and Glass Industry, the LNG Technology and Power Plant in Warri, the Warri Tanker Park, the Umunede Rest Park, Uzere Agro-Industrial Park, the Abraka Umutu Agro-Industrial Park, and the Ogwashuku Agro-Industrial Area, and the recent groundbreaking ceremony for the establishment and development of oil palm plantation and processing plant at Akukuigbo in Oshimiri North local government area. These are clear indications of a new paradigm shift in fostering development in the state.
Akuku is a good choice. We have this reserve. The essence of the reserve is conservation and allied issues. And then what we're doing is oil palm that totally fits into this. What government has done is to give him this land. It's in excess of 1,000 hectares. The target is 3,000, and we have capacity to acquire those land under a proper arrangement in consonance with the communities. We're government. We will do everything we can to protect genuine interest of citizens.
If we wait about Chicago, ya buku mwani mwefe waganalo. At least kawanalo. Mwani mwefe waganalo ya koji weta ife. Oge mezi agwe benata makana by the time onyo opo na baya ni ubo. Jenene nkuwa employ onyo wanebe. Ifo afuna oge we benata oshino mwefe ndi ozo.
Also, as a way of providing an enabling environment for investors and investment to strive, the Okowa-led administration has carried out massive upgrading of the Asaba International Airport runway and taxiways to meet international standards, while concessioning of the airport as part of efforts to make the Asaba International Airport a viable and profitable venture is underway.
Trade and the commerce of Nigeria is driven from Onitsha, Anambra State. Onitsha is the largest market in West Africa, and this airport is the only airport that has been purposely built to serve that huge market.
Similarly, the Ministry of Agriculture, the Delta State Micro, Small and Medium Scale Enterprises Development Agency, and the Ministry of Commerce have been strengthened and properly positioned to effectively and efficiently serve the needs of farmers, cooperative societies, artisans, market women, and others.
Most of our programs are geared towards ensuring that the SMART agenda succeeds. They are geared towards ensuring that Delta State is self-sufficient in food production. They are geared towards ensuring that we produce enough raw materials to feed most of our allied industries.
With the governor's present posture, we're trying to revive extension service delivery to the farmers. We'll look for every opportunity to let our farmers know that we are there for them. That's ADP, and these people need our services.
We're trying to do what designers around the world have been able to do. Since we make shoes, handbags, traveling bags in one part of this facility, we said we're going to mix aquaculture fabric into the leather to come up with a whole design that will be an identity for Delta State. We have started to do it. We hope to continue to do it.
With this new fun entrepreneurial skill, lives will be transformed positively. Jobs will be created for people to look in order to end this living. It also go a long way in reducing crime.
The resuscitation of the moribund Delta Steel Complex Omialaja in Udu local government area, which comes with a new name, Premium Steel and Mines, and a new management, is another milestone in the determination of the Okowa-led administration to put the private sector in the front burner of the state economy.
Once this place is up, a lot of jobs will be created, direct and indirect jobs. And that is exactly what it stands for, prosperity for all.
By the commissioning of this plant, many things good will happen to the community, in the sense that our youth who are restless may be employed and the restless will be reduced.
The whole essence of establishing this company is to ensure that we take people out of the road, and then to give a facelift to the entire environment and equally Nigeria in general.
The multiplier effect of reviving the Alaja Steel Complex is not lost on the people as they trooped out to savor the new dawn.
Recommissioning of the rolling mills in Delta today gives to us a lot of
confidence that this government is working.
We want to say thank you to Governor Okowa for providing the enabling environment for Premium Steel to operate. Whatever assistance they may need from us, we are for them.
Government in this place, Delta, have been very supportive of the plant, so we are all very happy.
Just as Premium Steel and Mines has commenced business, so also has the Asaba Mall, which houses ShopRite and other business concerns have birthed in Delta State. The Asaba Mall is coming after the Delta Mall has been established. Again, the people rejoiced and looked forward to improvements in their standard of living.
The mall has really improved social life and also encourage people to come out.
Okay, so for you as an investor, what does this tell you about the kind of business opportunities that are available here in Delta State?
Delta State has been calm in terms of security. Delta State has been on top of it. And I also believe the governor has put in a lot of effort to make sure that the issue of kidnapping and robbery has been, totally eliminated. If not 100%, but at least now we can go out at night.
So we appreciate this kind of investment because it's adding value to lives here. The standard of products they are selling here. So a lot of us that lives in diaspora, when we come around, we can actually come in here and get whatever we want. So I must say that this investment is worth it.
This mall being in Asaba has equipped some of our youth, to engage in one or two things, putting some naira into our purses.
In the energy sector, private business concerns have also been very active as energy providers have leveraged on the investment climate in the state to bring their businesses to the oil-rich region. In Ekrokbe, Ughelli South local government area of Delta State, a private sector energy firm is making its presence felt as Governor Ifeanyi Okowa recently led a retinue of government officials to perform a groundbreaking ceremony. While in Sapele local government area, another private sector-driven power supply sector company has commenced operations. This is without prejudice to the noble role Energy Mix, a private sector initiative that is doing its bit through solar-powered electricity supply.
Welcome to Delta, my Delta, my Delta. Welcome to Delta, my Delta, my Delta. Come live in Delta, come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta. Make the youth say them highlight Okowa. I see good roads everywhere in Delta. Make the people say them cola.
Being an investment-friendly state, the private sector is also pioneering the construction of housing units in Ila, Oshimili North local government area. The project is born out of the need to provide affordable housing for civil servants and other interested individuals.
First thing I tried to do when I came in is to gather professionals in the construction industry to make input on the process of our developing a housing policy. But we have to produce Delta State housing policy to be in line with the national housing policy, but peculiar to Delta State.
The hospitality industry has also enjoyed huge private sector involvement. Today, several hotels and recreation centers have sprung up in Asaba, Warri, Sapele, Ughelli, Ozoro, and other cities due to the favorable investment climate in the state.
I wish to formally commission Hotels of Property and to congratulate the management.
Come live in Delta, come invest in Delta, come explore the potentials of our state.
Through private sector participation, Delta State Lottery has become a reality. This is as a result of a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) between the Delta State government and Digital Gaming Systems Limited, which is positively changing lives.
If you have played this game, if you get 259, you win a whooping sum of 40,000 naira. It's only 100 naira to play.
Princess Osemeka, our first winner.
The Delta State Lottery is poised to contribute an extra budgetary revenue to augment the smart agenda of this administration for the good people of Delta State.
In sports development, the resurgence of the Principal's Cup as a way of boosting sports development at the grassroots level and catching them young has also attracted the involvement of the private sector, as the sponsorship of the tournament by Zenith Bank PLC has added color to the games.
We're excited about Zenith Delta Principal's Cup. Since we started this, we've never regretted starting it. So we're planning to take it to the next level, still working with the state, because we think the quality of the game has improved compared to last year. This is getting our youth engaged, and it is good for the state, it's good for the bank, it's good for our country, Nigeria.
To enhance competitiveness and maintain market value, the Okowa-led administration entered into a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with private investors to build a mechanic village in the state capital, which, when completed, will be a business hub of all artisans and spare parts dealers in the state.
We are doing it because we want to partner with him in this smart agenda to enrich people, to make sure that everybody is carrying along. His vision and our own vision conforms together. That's why we choose to start from Delta here.
As an administration that believes in the maxim that private sector participation is the sole driver of the economy, the Okowa-led administration has commenced the construction of the Ogbogonogo Modern Market Phase 2 in Asaba.
The market right now, if the inspection happens, there are so many people along the street that will come into the market and make the market to be filled. And also the market union, the trade union, will also make money from it.
I support her, make it do the market for us, make it enter everybody. Me and they ready to take my own shade.
If they expand now, say if you hear why they not be store, understand, I go see pay my money, then start selling. As a day they switch me.
The prevailing peace in Delta State, which the Okowa-led administration has fought hard to achieve, has also played its pivotal role in making the state an investment haven. Aside providing a peaceful environment, the removal of bureaucratic bottlenecks that would have impeded the growth of the private sector and the provision of development programs in the technical colleges and vocational training schools by the Okowa-led administration have made Delta State an investment destination for many.
We have had quite a string of successes with the private sector, especially in growing the economy and the interventions in the different facets of the economy. Because of the credibility of the governor and the government and the trust, we have witnessed some significant intervention of the private sector.
The efforts you have put in to ensure that the Niger Delta remains a peaceful place. You have spectacularly succeeded. It is our place to align with you and to make sure that we build on the fledgling peace you have managed to achieve through your strenuous efforts all this while.
The construction of roads, which has earned the Okowa-led administration accolades both outside and within the state, is another major factor that has made Delta State the preferred investors' destination. At the last count, 296 road projects have been awarded for construction and reconstruction, out of which many have been completed.
Access to a good road is very important in any economy. If you want to grow economy, first thing is access, road. That is the best infrastructure you can actually bring up a state. His Excellency Governor Ifeanyi Okowa has concentrated more on it. And that is why you see that so many investments are now coming into Delta State.
It's making life easier for us. Coming up as it is, it's also boosting the economy of the town.
Oh, money is secondary. It's people that don't understand prosperity.
People think that money, prosperity, money. No, he has done a very good job for us. We can now take our goods beyond this Elugu.
The opening up of communities for investment recently made the good people of Udu and Uwe local government areas to dance and celebrate for hours.
Buy bill us before 200 naira to take from this our community. And water the food the road, we'll drive our trousers reach up before we fit pass. But now buy carry us 15 naira, 17 naira. And I wrote up like small US. Okowa is a go.
Seeing the road like this, we are very happy because the road is very lively now. Everybody can come, visitor, those are travel about can come and patronize it now.
Before now, we've been spending so much money in transport. You agree with me that wherever there is a road that is not motorable, a road that is not accessible, students pay high, not just students, but commuters, they pay high, to see that they access the road.
Are we excited? Yes. Are we happy?
Yes. Also in Aniocha North, the private sector has been actively involved in road construction, as seen in the commissioning of a road project by Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, constructed by Rain Oil PLC in Idumuju Boko.
About 6 months ago, we approached His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Delta State, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, and sought his permission to allow us build this 2-kilometer road in Idumuju Boko. The governor graciously approved our request. Our Excellency, sir, we thank you for granting us the approval to take on this project.
In the same vein, Rain Oil PLC has opened sales outlets with shopping mall where hundreds of Deltans have been employed. A delighted Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, who commissioned the outlet, also acted as a sales officer to enthusiastic Deltans who thronged the venue to be served.
Delta has been investment friendly. We've had support from the government in terms of giving us the necessary approvals, in terms of getting the right location, and then of course in terms of peace in the environment. So we found Delta quite interesting to invest.
This station will directly employ over 30 people, and then collectively we have over 60 stations across the country. So on top of the business case, is also employing Nigerians.
The commissioning of the Northwest Petroleum, located along the Asaba-Onitsha Expressway, is also as a result of a conducive investment climate in the state.
Just before the Christmas, the ShopRite complex was commissioned in Asaba. And barely 2 months after, we are witnessing another commissioning ceremony of this modern gas station. It shows one thing, that the environment is friendly and that the environment is economically viable.
In the transportation sector, the Okowa-led administration has signed an MOU with a foremost transportation company, God is Good Motors, to reposition and remodel the state Delta Line Transport Company.
Our interest here basically is to help reposition Delta Line, use technology to drive its operations for better efficiency, effectiveness, introduce better safety management and customer service.
The urban renewal agenda of the Okowa-led administration has also attracted the private sector, as many have indicated interest in the beautification of Asaba and other cities in the state. Through these interventions, nightlife have improved in many places in the state, as Deltans now take time off their busy schedules to relax.
Sometimes you just have to walk home. Why? Not because you be superwoman or something like that, but it's because of the street light. You're seeing where you're going to. You know your directions and all that.
Having a street light in a place like this, you can see everywhere is shining. Does not only beautify the place, but of course security purpose. But I also like to commend the governor, because I believe all of this is actually as a result of a smart agenda policy.
Viewed from all facets, the Okowa-led administration has proven that it has the character and vision to make the private sector the cornerstone of its economic policy.
You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. You better run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see a job and work creation in Delta, make the youth say them highlight. Okowa. I see good roads everywhere in Delta, make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta. Say me I say, come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.